Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So Microsoft has recently announced a couple of new features that are going to be rolling out in the Microsoft 365 app on the web and also for Windows, which will roll out now progressively until the end of the year. And if you are using Microsoft 365, which I know a lot of you do, then just a quick video just to highlight some of these changes. Now, because this rollout is progressive, just to cut to the chase, I'm going to use a couple of screenshots from that announcement. And the first new feature is Microsoft says you can now get personalized app recommendations based on the role and activities you're focused on. So they say that by answering a short 2-question survey, you can find the best tool for your tasks and make the best use of the various Microsoft 365 apps that are available. And then moving on to the next one, you can now also learn more about new apps, features, and capabilities that you might not be aware of. So they've starting to introduce this new app section that includes featured app cards with content and videos from product experts who share tips and tricks to get started on a new or current project with apps like, as we can see, Clipchamp and Microsoft Designer. And you can also now share a file within the Microsoft 365 app, which I think is a nice move. So how this all works is that you just simply click the More Options, which is the 3-dotted menu button next to a file name. And then you can select Share and put in the details of who you'd like to share the file with. And I think that's a nice move in the right direction. And then this last change is actually one I'm very happy to see start rolling out, because you can now delete a file within the Microsoft 365 app itself, where previously this was not the case. So currently, before this change makes its way to Microsoft 365, currently, if you click on the More Options 3-dotted menu, you can only hide a file. It doesn't actually delete it. And then you still have to go over, and then you have to head over to OneDrive, and then you actually have to delete the file from OneDrive itself, your cloud storage, and then remove it out of the trash bin or the recycle bin. But this is now changing, and I'm actually quite happy to see this. We'll be able to delete a file directly instead of just hiding it from the actual app itself. But just on a side note, you can find, Microsoft says, the deleted items in your OneDrive recycle bin. So although you don't have to head over to OneDrive to delete it, it will still be placed in the recycle bin, which is always a good plan B. And they also say that you must just note that you may not be able to delete some files depending on location and file ownership. So just take note of that. And all these features mentioned today in this video will be rolled out to Microsoft 365 consumer accounts by the end of this year, 2023. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.